Basically, Simon Lazenby, whose production company put the film together, Silver Entertainment, we started talking about it about 7 years ago after a Grand Prix, because Simon wanted to do film production and stories around the sport, but it just took so long to get it organised and to come together. It's only just finally been finished and is now coming out into the world.
Growing up, I followed Damon's career and was always, impressed by him and his strength of character. But when I was introduced to his backstory, I was blown away, because it was such a moving relationship that he had with his father, such a challenge that was delivered to him as a young man, just coming into his late teens, when he needed his father most. His father was snatched from him in a tragic accident. But I was fascinated by Damon's response, which was to really discover himself in that process and to commit his life and every effort he had to honouring his father by becoming a world champion himself.
I mean, a lot of the stuff I'm familiar with, but I was very moved by it. I think it's what I'd say that it was unusual to be sitting there and actually moved by your own story. A lot of the stuff happened a long time ago, so I feel a little bit detached from it. It's like I'm watching someone else telling their story, which is a bit odd.
I felt this would make a great story. I knew it was going to make a fantastic film. What I didn't realise was that, he had an incredible wife beside him along the way. And really, one of the revelations for me in making the film was that it wasn't just about a father-son relationship, it was also the story of a marriage. And I found that very moving and inspiring.
I think there has to be a high degree of trust, and I knew Simon, I knew he'd do a good job of it, and Alex Holmes, who's the director, he's been brilliant at fleshing out what he wanted from the reams and reams of film footage and photographs, and there's a copious amounts of stuff and material when you're in Formula One to choose from, together with my own sort of personal film footage that I had of my family. The problem is there's too much stuff to go through, so a hell of a job they did in sifting through it all and putting it all together into a coherent story.